wind energy is prominent in our state and a major focus of Governor Jay Inslee. In fact, 8% of Washington's power in 2023 came from wind, and a giant wind farm is scheduled to come online late this year. But President-elect Donald Trump vows to stop construction of new wind farms once in office. Jeff Flock has the story.
You're looking at the oldest wind farm in New Jersey. It's here in Atlantic City, and as perhaps you can tell, it's a good day for the wind, a windy day. But the political winds when it comes to wind power seem to be changing. President Trump making it clear he does not like wind power, which calls into question all of the wind farm developments now scheduled off the coast of the eastern seaboard of the U.S. Some of them have been built out and are operating, but others, their fate remains to be seen.
So we're going to try and have a policy where no windmills are being built. You know, off the coast of New Jersey, they want to build like 200 windmills. The people are going crazy. Nobody wants them, and they're very expensive. They don't work without subsidy. You don't want energy that needs subsidy. Energy is a good business. You don't need subsidy.
Indeed, the cost of offshore wind power is high. Take a look at the latest figures from the Energy Information Agency. They say the most expensive is nuclear, although it generates a lot of electricity. Offshore is second most expensive. Coal is third. As to the cheapest forms and ways of generating electricity, natural gas is number one, about $1,200 a megawatt hour. Solar is also fairly cheap, and onshore wind is remarkably cheap. And of course, the president wouldn't have any control over wind farms that were on private property. Here's an interesting fact, too, when it comes to wind. Now, 5 states, primarily in the Midwest, have as their number one source of electricity wind power. Those states are Iowa, Kansas, New Mexico, Minnesota, and South Dakota. Here along the Jersey Shore, though, local mayors hope President Trump is true to his word. They do not like the notion of offshore wind installations, claiming that it disrupts marine life, is unsightly, and is going to cost them money.
Governor Murphy wants 15% of our energy to be offshore wind. All right, that 15% will increase the residential electric bill when this is completed by 55%. 55% for 15% of our energy coming from offshore. It's ludicrous.
The question is, how far would President Trump go to block wind installations? Perhaps would he go as far as pulling the permits on ones that have already been approved? I guess we'll see which way the winds blow. Today, I think it's coming out of the west. In Atlantic City, I'm Jeff Flock with the Fox Business Network.